All right. So we are going to start with a brief teaser of the entire game. First of all, actually, hello everyone. Let me pause the video. Okay, so I'm Alex, and that's Sony, and we are here from Citizen Finance. We are going to present Metalands, which is our game that we've been working on. So actually, let's just start with a brief video of this game, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Oh, my microphone. Okay. Seems like we had a bit of a connection issue right there, but let's continue on with the slides. How do I?
All
All
right.
right.
So, hello everybody. I'm Sodney. I'm a game designer of Metalands. So, let's start. What is a Metalands? In general, Metalands is a free-to-play blockchain in a first-person shooter, metaverse, and play-to-earn with a play-to-earn features. Everything in Metalands are built from scratch. FPS shooter genre are well-known genre and most playable genre in the world. So, we are trying to build a competitive game in this world. So we are trying to make innovative product and revolutionary, which can compete other games in this field. We are trying to make this game as fun and as fun for players and with a good gameplay, so players can actually take a fun from a blockchain game.
Yeah. So we know in the traditional gaming industry, we see that there is a problem. We see that in 2019, out of a survey that was handled, there was approximately $89 billion spent in in-game assets. And even though players give so much of their own money into gaming assets, they do not earn anything from that. They can't do anything with that asset other than play the game with it. So we see that these assets that they buy, they are considered as quote unquote rented assets. So essentially, what happens here is that uh, developers deny the gamers their right of ownership on these assets. Now, another survey shows that competitive gamers spend an average of $425 annually on DLCs and other paid content. And once again, they get no reward other than the actual gameplay. Now, other stats that we know is that players spend around 7 to 8 hours per week playing games, and now, despite there being a black market out there for assets, which means that players can earn their end of, uh, they can earn some cash from their items. However, publishers do not earn anything from that, so uh, it's a black market, and now we also see that there is an opportunity there. We see that the figures for 2022 are forecast to reach 3 billion gamers, and that produces an estimated $175 billion. Now, that's certainly a lot of money to be put into an industry like that. Um, and we also see that the average annual spend on in-game content, it ranges from $30 to $90 on popular games right now. And now NFT is coming to the play in the recent years, and we see that we have around $2.5 billion on yearly revenue in NFTs. And we now see that more and more opportunities coming for uh, new stuff like cross-game assets, which is one idea being popularized right now. Now here there is some more data about the sales and the games market globally. We see that there is a rise in revenue of mobile games recently. So that's another thing that we have in mind as a target. And this is another graphic that shows the distribution of players per region. Um,
So, as Alex said, there's a big problem about in-game assets. So, blockchain help us to give full ownership of in-game assets to the players. So, at the end, players will be able to take their assets, rent them, sell them, trade them, and everything. Like in nowadays, game just when you finish game, this and the money you spend on this game, all these assets are staying in that game, and maybe you will never play in the future. But with NFTs, when you will finish play, or maybe you want to play with another weapon or with another character, you can just simply swap, trade, or sell your in-game items. So you have a full ownership of your items. So what can lead to huge player base in a so what can lead to huge player base in a good game? So we have a two main model of the game: free to play and play to earn. So in our game Metalands, you have not to pay to start playing. We are giving a great opportunity to everybody who want to play our game, and it will be in the two most well used platforms, PC and mobile. So Metalands will be in a cross-platform will be a cross-platform game. So we are giving players a chance to earn in-game assets, craft their resources, skins, and they can earn in-game currency, which will be redeemable into our main token, Sci-Fi. So this will be powered by a reward system, and this reward system will be have its own codes. So players must spend uh, must purchase this reward system, and they can earn from their player time.
Yeah. So our game is already in development. We actually already have a pre-alpha sort of test version out there. Um, and in the future of this game, which is very soon actually, it's based to have a multiplayer game mode and a campaign mostly as part of the game. Now the multiplayer is basically, as it is an FPS game, there is going to be different game modes where you can play with your NFT loadouts and compete against other players. Um, Now, another big part of this game is the campaign that's going to be coming up with the full release of the game. And the great thing about that is that we are building a huge world. It's literally, I think it was like 1.5 times the size of GTA, of the GTA map, Sony, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
So it's going to be a full-on storyline that scales around this entire metaverse, essentially, where there is 14 districts, as we call them, the different areas of the map, and you can go around and as you follow the storyline, you progress and form alliances as you battle different enemies. Um, Now, another great thing about this project is that other than the game, we also have a lot of different other applications. For example, one of them is our secondary marketplace, which is hosted on the website of the game and also on Sci-Fi Power, which is another application. And over there, you can sell your in-game assets in a decentralized marketplace that you enables essentially players to trade their in-game items as NFTs. Now, the focus of this marketplace is that players are the ones in control. They use our token, the sci-fi token, as the medium of exchange, and they can basically do whatever they want in that marketplace. Um, Now we can also you can also of course purchase in-game currency with sci-fi, and we also do stuff like different discounts and things like that to increase the demand and the usage of our token.
So, FPS genre is little clumsy in some ways. Like FPS genre don't love news and it's updating very slow. So as I said, we are focusing that we can create something revolutionary, something new. So in terms of that, we created a game mode which we call progressive progressive deathmatch. So in terms of that, you are spawning in a huge environment, and this environment collapsing, and you are forced to go inside the environment and start more close combat with your enemies. So we call it play zone, and it's coming from battle royale genre, and we are mixing it with a deathmatch. We are mixing this deathmatch. So this help us to make all weapons usable. Like in some games, there's only 3 or 4 weapons which is used, and other weapons as an arsenal just getting dusty. So in my opinion, when you're spawning in big area, maybe sniper rifle or other rifles will be a good choice. But when the map is fully shrunk, I think shotguns and other that kind of weapons will be more usable. So this help us to make all the weapons and all kind of gameplay players to enjoy and maximize their experience.
Yeah, and that's just one of the ways that we innovate. And right here is another one, which is our bunker system. Um, so what is going on here? What's the bunker? So the bunker is essentially a 3D environment. It is a token in the blockchain, and it basically acts as every player's safe house. So you can do all sorts of things with it. You can host events, invite friends, trade items, craft new items in the crafting machine that's inside the bunker, and you can also just create a bunker, add your different items to it, add customize it, and then you can sell it in the secondary marketplace as a whole NFT. Um, Now, another big aspect of this is that instead of meeting a UI screen when you open the game, you just log in straight into the bunker, and from there, everything is accessible in 3D space instead of looking at a 2D screen and staring at loading screens for the entire duration of your gameplay. Um, Now, this is a concept of some of the UI that you will see in the game. This is the pause screen. Um,
So, as Alex said, we are giving bunker and the semi-built environment to the old players. So they have full control of their own places. They can customize their bunkers, their weapon skins, and we think that only limits that bunker and this system can is our creativity. Like every player can craft and customize their weapon skins. So as well as these all crafted and customized skins are blockchain like NFTs, and they can just take and trade in secondary marketplaces. So, in term of gameplay and environment, we are choosing to follow a realism realism style. In terms of engine, we are using Unity engine, and in term of quality, we are using HDRP pipeline, which help us to make as realistic graphics as possible. And we are trying to secure that a lot of people don't have access to very high power machines in terms of PCs. So we are trying to make this game as balanced as possible in terms of software, so all a lot of PCs can run it smoothly and enjoy with good FPSs.
Yeah. So about that, on that note, actually, I also advise viewers to take a look at some of the dev blogs that we've been writing the past weeks, where we take a deeper look into the development process and the way that we make the scenes of this game be playable on computers of both low tiers and also high-end computers. Now, about the game economy, which is one of the most important aspects of this game, um, unlike other play-to-earn games, Metalands offers players not only one or two, but a variety of different methods to earn while interacting with the game. So you can earn things just from playing in gameplay activities. You can monetize your banker experience by hosting events and things like that. You can also trade content such as weapon skins, character outfits, and other items as NFTs. And you can also live stream events as gameplay and the banker customization right from the game. Um, about the game distribution, about this game, we decided to create a launcher that's a standalone application, and it basically allows you to download, install, update, and also verify the integrity of your game. Um, so this is just one application that's straightforward to use, and it only requires a few megabytes of disk space. This is the concept of this launcher. Um, it is actually already created. It was shown in the first video that we showed today, and yeah.
Okay, then, so our game inside your bunker, there's a workshop where you can craft your own weapons. So this workbench is upgradable, so you can start with craft your scrap weapons and upgrade your workbench and craft modern high-tech weapons. For the crafting, you will need to earn blueprints from playing, and you need to materials and resources to craft weapons. So you must play, earn blueprints, and earn resources. So after that, you will be able to craft high-tech weapons. So in the next slide, we can see that there's a concept UI, how it will look from a player perspective of their arsenal. There is a You can see that there's a damage and control, and you can see how it comparison to with your other arsenals to choose a best weapon which you possess. So our game are powered by sci-fi, which is only one blockchain based token in our in Metalands, and we have two in-game currencies, X Meta and Meta. X Meta is an in-game currency for primary store purchase, and Meta is a in-game currency for crafting, upgrading, and purchase in-game items.
Yeah, so essentially, right here we have sci-fi, the token that's globally used in our entire ecosystem of applications, not only Metalands, and it has a deeper connection with X Meta, which is an in-game currency for Metalands. in the sense that X meta can be converted directly to sci-fi. And then meta is the basic currency of the game, whereas X meta can be thought of as a premium currency. Now this is a roadmap for the Metalands game. As you can see, this quarter we are focusing on bringing out the base game, where we're going to have a total of 4 different game modes and 4 different maps, as well as the full integration of core systems of the game, like the bunker and the reward pass, and the marketplace, of course. Then, as we progressed in quarter 2, we're gonna be bringing out more maps, bunkers, more weapons, more everything, pretty much, as well as the in-game crafting system. Then mini games is another big part of the bunker ecosystem, where you can basically play other games inside Metalands. In the same quarter, we are also going to be bringing out the competitive playlist, along with leaderboards and the first season of Metalands. And as we progress, of course, towards the end of the year, more content updates will continue. We plan on hosting many different esports events and tournaments. There's also going to be the Battle Pass coming soon, or the analog of the Battle Pass for Metalands. And as we continue, there will be much more stuff that you can see in game. So this is our the ways that you can get in touch with us. We have the website of at metalands.gz. You can also feel free to DM us or tag us on Twitter. Of course, we also have our email contact, and primarily we use Discord. That's the link for you. So we really hope that we see everyone on the Discord community, and you can come and let us know what you think. So yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for the presentation. Yeah, I really like the idea of the bunkers, which you could bring all the players together and better engaging with each other. And also the part that you empower the community to crafting their own weapons to make it more personalized and customized. Yeah, I really like the ideas. Thank you very much, guys, for the presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.